Fallout 4 Episode 10 series. We are now going into the
The device
Institute
doesn't work from over there.
finally.
You have to be on the platform.
And the last stream that we had, I was busy, and my internet and we also had a storm, and the Wi-Fi and stuff cut off, and I just didn't feel like, restarting the stream, and then know how it works, but
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, This little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady.
Let's go.
All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Stay safe, soldier.
Refrain from opening.
Here we go, boys. We're about to find out who and what our son is doing and what he looks like. Alright,
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay, boys. Down we go.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Whoa.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Hey.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try to keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Only opens with a key. Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers. But I need... You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am.
Holy
raised by
shit.
the Institute. And now it's
60 years old. 60 damn years.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking.
Sure.
The Institute endeavored to create...
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute.
It doesn't matter what they think.
I'm glad we see. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
After what I've seen, I pity the man. He was as much a victim as anything.
After what he did to you, I'm shocked you would be so generous. But yes, I understand you've experienced things. Perhaps you ended up knowing him better. I, for one, will never truly forgive him. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his youth. He never failed the Institute.
Sure.
I won't lie. What else?
Right. So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am
Oh
the...
my god.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there.
Oh, we've tried. Surprise. Oh, just... What else can I...
Your mother.
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? For many years, with us, but I
won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute.
Right.
The Institute can provide a better life than any. You've been in the Commonwealth.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it, Martin, and it's a lie. I simply ask that you give... We really do have humanity. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. You want to introduce... And finally, Doctor...
Thank the fucking Lord. Thank you, God, for ending that long-ass conversation. Now what we're gonna do is just scavenge around.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Can you not see the grime and dust?
Operating at full capacity.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been...
Hi, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real...
No argument here.
Nice. I've been saying, maybe. And any, perhaps...
Scanning. Subject identified.
Dr. Higgs.
There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Gotta find the notes that that one doctor had. Some bobby pins.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Even though I'm a synth, Alan and Leah... made me feel like a part of their family.
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to... record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Hey, Doc.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
Welcome.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Their feet on the targeting package on
I'm
our
looking forward to working
Maybe I
with
should
you.
take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Good to see you.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments to get what you need.
Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Just a routine patrol suit.
almost done. Just need to
Excuse
tighten
me,
up this
Doctor.
primary
They
drive
weren't kidding.
servo.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. When Father told us, if you don't mind my...
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical... We maintain... There's a lot...
Sure.
So...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear.
Right.
Take your... If there's...
It must be a challenge to meet the power...
Over the years, fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing. That's the third...
Dr. Fillmore.
What's on
I
your
don't know.
mind?
Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built...
Terminal only. Security's too tight.
Even so,
No way I'm cracking this.
full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty. Thanks again.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
All systems nominal.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it
Is
comes
it
to
true
rules.
Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just
Dr.
doing it
Lee.
for fun.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before you... I've been looking...
I'm only here with good intentions.
You're giving... I might not say what you...
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs mine. They see...
The Brotherhood valued your presence. And
Well, tell me. Why would I... What?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're... The Brotherhood... I'm not interested.
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're waste... The Brotherhood desire... I'm not...
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting... The Brotherhood desire... I'm not interested.
I was just told to get you.
The Brotherhood wants...
Right.
Sorry, but you're going to...
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here. Several months ago, I wanted to help with the incident. Never. If you bring me solid, do we have a deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab. I can give you. I'd tell you. And finally.
Sure.
Now, for the sake of keeping up appearance, I've been told to. You're to be given.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the. In case, if nothing else, it should. Speaking of.
Notes.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Hello? Where did you go? Contact detected? Possibly. It would appear my target has disappeared. You must die now, human. I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible. Primary sensor critically damaged. Systems offline.
All functions.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Operating at full capacity. Scanning. Subject.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has we then begin the delicate... In those cases where the all too often...
Dr. Ayo.
Yes, what is it?
More to go.
All systems nominal.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing.
Hi, Doc.
Young Wally must
Welcome.
be close to 10 years
So
old
good to
by
have
now.
you here.
It's
Dr. Clayton,
remarkable that
I
any child
can't
can
wait.
survive for so long.
I look forward to learning more.
In that case,
Sure.
as the name are most important. To that end, we've even started to explore the idea of synth. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work, and I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask.
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your... Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and, in any case...
Tell me more about those synth...
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does
Sure.
Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So...
Alright guys, I'm gonna end this stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later. Peace out. Please subscribe for more.